What's up, guys? Last weekend, I played a USCF tournament, 3 rounds, and I went up a good amount of ELO. We're going to be going over round one in this video. So round one, it was me, who at the time, USCF was 1959, and I faced a 2200 national master. I had black in this game, and he started with knight to f3, and I went knight to f6. We're both playing very flexibly. We still have a lot of setups he could go up into from here, and he plays b3. This is actually the opening I play for white as well. So this is I felt pretty comfortable out of the opening, and we just normally developed. This is still all like roughly equal, and he hops his knight in the center. Now I had a few choices, but I go for bishop to b7 to protect this pawn in case, because like I wanted to take, but back here, if I took, my knight would be under attack, so I'd have to move it, and he grabs this pawn for free, and it attacks my rook. So I didn't like that, so I played this move to over defend this pawn. Then he goes for knight here, which was a mistake. He was supposed to go knight here to add more pressure onto this pawn, but he played this, and I could have straight up just took, knight g4. He can't go f4 because there is a fork, so he has to go like knight f3, for example, and I can just go rook e8, and I have too many attackers on the pawn. He can't try queen here because I simply could take. But somehow I missed that, and I just simply went for rook to e8. Then he went f4 protecting, and now he took, and I go knight to g4. Now I'm threatening a fork, and it started to look very uncomfortable for him. Like, I thought he was just going to go rook f3 to defend. It looked like the only move. But here, he played knight to c4, utilizing this pin. At this point of the game, I had a slightly better position, and I was pretty content with how I was doing. So here, this knight defends the fork. And here, I think this would be a good moment for you guys to pause the video and ask yourself what to play here with black. It's a very complex position. Okay? What I played in the game was pawn takes c4, taking the knight. He took my bishop. He attacks the rook, and I go for the fork. He moves the queen. I take a rook. He takes a rook. I play this intermediate move to threaten a royal fork. However, for some reason, the engine didn't like it, and now it's back to equal. Took, and he took with the queen. I still have a very slight edge. It's minus 0.2 here, but okay, that's basically equal. Here, I strike with c5. So if takes here, and I'm just like dissecting his pawn stuff, which would be really nice for me. He plays rook f1. Now he's threatening the f7 square with the queen, so I defend with queen to b7. Now here, he goes for e3, just solidifying his pawn structure, and I go for bishop h6, attacking that e3 square. Here, he finds a few very nice moves. He goes d5. He doesn't care about the pawn, because after takes and king here, he has these very strong pawns, and here he has a slight edge, even though I am up a pawn. And at this point, I was very low on time, and I made pretty logical moves, but the engine just did not like them. Starting with queen to e7. Again, now it's plus 0.4. I was just trying to come here, which is what happened in the game. But now all of a sudden, queen to g5 went from plus 0.4 to about plus 1. Like, I thought this looked very logical. Better is to play bishop d2, then they play rook e2, for example, and bishop to g5. This was a little better. But in the game, I went for queen to g5. He went king g2, only move to have an advantage. Best move by far. The reason was, like, let's say he plays nothing, then I go bishop f2 and threaten this fork. So what he did was go here. Whoops. He went here to stop the bishop from coming there. Then I played rook d8. My idea here, you will see in a second, was to like add more pressure here. You will see why. But unfortunately, the engine did not like this, and it went from plus 1 to plus 2 now. He went queen to e4, centralizing his queen. Stronger was for him to go d6 immediately. But he went here, I go here, and at this point I was a very long time. After takes, for some reason I went here thinking I could regain the bishop, and I completely forgot he could go here. Even if I took the bishop, it's still plus, like, actually taking there isn't that good. More accurate is d6 immediately, and it's plus 1.4 for him, and he could definitely beat me in this position since he's a national master and I'm not even 2000 yet. But in the game, I forgot you could just block with the bishop here, and now I'm just down a piece for 2 pawns, and it's just GG's. I played it out for a few moves, but eventually he got into this winning endgame like this. And that was it. That was round 1. So unfortunately I lost that game, but to be fair, this guy was about 250 points higher than me, so it doesn't really matter that much.